Welcome to this custom-tailored deep dive. We are just so thrilled to have you here with us today.
We really are, and we're taking a slightly different approach this time.
Yeah, we are. We're intentionally slowing our pace way down today.
Mm.
We want to keep things, well, very light, very airy, and highly supportive for you.
Exactly. Whether you're, actively learning English, brushing up on the basics, or just curious, this is a very relaxed space.
Our mission today is a simple, clear exploration of how we talk about the weather and the seasons in English.
And we've brought a really great stack of sources for this. We're looking at English learning materials, vocabulary guides, linguistics data, and even some fascinating historical archives from the Library of Congress.
It's a fun mix. And I can promise you by the end of this deep dive, you won't just know the words for weather.
No, you're going to understand the strange, centuries-old history behind why English speakers say it's raining cats and dogs.
But to get there, we need to build a foundation. And, the best place to start is by simply looking up at the sky. So going slowly here, let's look at the basic grammar of weather in English.
Mm-hmm.
Based on our vocabulary sources, we usually start with the words, it is.
Or the shortened version, it's.
Yes, it's. From there, we usually add a describing word, an adjective, like, it is sunny. Or we take it is and add an action word, a verb, ending in ing, like, it is raining.
Pause.
Is sunny, or it is raining. And there's actually a really calm, simple trick here for building your vocabulary.
Oh, the why trick. I love this one.
It's so helpful. You can often take a noun, which is a thing, and just add the letter Y to the end of it to make it a describing word.
So the noun sun becomes sunny.
Exactly. Wind becomes windy and cloud becomes cloudy. Pause.
That makes it so much more approachable.
It really does.
So let's look at those clouds. When the sky is totally open and the sun is shining, we use words like bright or clear.
Bright and clear, very positive words.
Yeah.
But if the sky is completely covered with clouds and the light is dull, the vocabulary changes.
We call that overcast or gloomy. Gloomy means dark and covered with cloud, maybe even a little bit sad. Pause.
Even on a gleamy day, the movement of the air changes everything. And there's a specific phrase I want to highlight from our linguistics data at ludwig.guru.
Oh, a light breeze.
Yes, a light breeze.
A light breeze is a gentle, mild wind. It's very pleasant, not too strong.
And the data shows it's heavily used in news and media, right?
Roughly 68% of the time, yes. Writers use it to create a feeling of peace and tranquility in their stories.
It just sounds so relaxing. If you want a simple alternative, you could also say a soft gust. Pause.
A soft gust. But of course the weather isn't always gentle.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
Let's transition to wetter weather. When water falls from the sky, we change the words based on how heavy it is.
If it's very light, just fine drops of water, we call that a drizzle. Pause.
But if it scales up to the extreme, if it's incredibly heavy,
then it becomes a downpour. Or you might hear torrential rain. Torrential rain means the water's falling extremely fast and hard. Pause.
and torrential rain usually brings intense wind, which introduces words like hurricane, typhoon, and cyclone.
Now, to a learner, those sound like three totally different storms.
But they aren't, are they?
Not at all. A hurricane, a typhoon, and a cyclone are the exact same thing. They are all just a giant spiral of thunderstorms.
We just name them differently based on where in the world they happen.
Precisely. If it's in the Atlantic or Northeast Pacific, it's a hurricane. In the Northwest Pacific, it's a typhoon. And in the Southern Hemisphere, it's a cyclone.
Geography dictates the vocabulary. But sometimes, as our audio scripts from Pearson point out, the weather completely ignores geography.
Oh, the unpredictable extremes. Sometimes the weather just goes crazy.
Like in Florida. In January, Florida is typically a warm, comfortable 15 degrees Celsius.
But the sources describe a time when it actually snowed in Florida in January.
A total shock to everyone. Or in Cairo, Egypt, which is normally very dry.
Right. They experienced heavy, sudden rain that caused terrible traffic because the city just isn't built for downpours.
And it goes the other way, too. Manchester, in the UK, is typically pretty cold and wet.
But they had a beautifully warm, sunny, 20-degree day out of nowhere. Everyone was thrilled.
It's a good reminder that the sky can always surprise us. Which brings us gently into the 4 seasons.
The broader cycles of the year.
Yes. The ESL Kid Stuff framework breaks this down so clearly. The 4 seasons are spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Pause.
Spring, summer, autumn, winter. And the sources connect each of these seasons to a specific feeling and activity.
Based on the season song and the 4 seasons reader, right?
Exactly.
No.
Spring is nice and warm. perfect to go for a picnic.
Summer is very hot, perfect to go to the beach and go swimming.
Autumn is nice and cool, perfect to go for a walk.
And winter is really cold, perfect to play with the snow.
There's actually a really funny detail in the sources about this from a story called Silly Willy's Seasons.
Oh, silly Willy.
What does he do?
Well, Silly Willy goes outside on a warm, sunny spring day and he tries to build a snowman.
Oh, no. That
Yes.
is silly.
It's very silly. The story points out that it is far too warm for snow in the spring. It would just melt right away.
You have to match the activity to the weather.
You do.
Speaking of matching things to the weather, have you ever noticed how often people use the weather just to start a conversation?
It's practically a universal tool, but especially in British culture.
Our source, Anna Tyree, from All Ears English, has great insights on this. She explains that Americans can be quite direct,
But the British prefer to be more indirect and gentle when they start talking to someone.
making the weather the perfect topic for small talk.
Small talk, being polite, easy conversation about simple things. And the reason the British talk about the weather so much is because London weather is incredibly unpredictable.
You can leave the house in a summer dress, and moments later, it is raining heavily.
Because it changes so fast, it's a safe, shared experience to talk about with a stranger.
So a classic, gentle opening phrase is simply, "Lovely weather today, isn't it?" Pause.
Lovely weather today, isn't it? It's a wonderful way to connect.
But the weather doesn't just give us small talk. It gives us idioms.
Idioms are fascinating. They are phrases where the words mean something completely different from their literal meaning.
A great example is a breath of fresh air. Pause.
Literally, that means stepping outside into clean air. It feels wonderful.
But as an idiom, what does it mean?
It means something new and refreshing that brings a positive change.
Like if a brand new cafe opens in your town.
Or if someone brings a highly creative new idea to a boring meeting, that idea is a breath of fresh air. Pause.
It's so positive. But then we have idioms that are just funny. Like when there is heavy rain, we say, "It's raining cats and dogs."
Which is a very famous idiom. But we should assure you right now, animals do not actually fall from the sky.
No, they don't. But why do we say it? The Library of Congress Historical Archives dive deep into this.
We don't have one exact origin, but we know it was popularized by the writer Jonathan Swift in his 1738 satire.
But he didn't invent it then. He wrote a poem back in 1710 called City Shower.
Right, and in that poem, he described real floods in the streets of London that were so heavy they actually left dead animals in the streets.
It's a bit sad, but it definitely paints a picture of extreme rain.
That might have sparked the popular phrase. But there are much older, ancient theories, too.
Like the Norse mythology theory.
Yes. Odin, the god of storms, was associated with dogs and wolves, which represented the wind.
And witches, who were thought to ride the storms, were associated with black cats representing the rain.
So cats and dogs meant rain and wind.
There's also a Greek theory, the expression katadoxa.
Katadoxa means contrary to belief, meaning it is raining unbelievably hard. And katadoxa sounds an awful lot like cats and dogs.
That really does. And then there's the Old English and Latin theory,
Revolving around an obsolete word, catadoop.
which meant a waterfall, originally referring to the cataracts of the Nile River.
So people were basically saying it's raining waterfalls, and it slowly sounded like raining cats and dogs.
So many theories. But the Library of Congress also debunks one very common false theory.
Yes, please don't believe this one. The idea is that domestic cats and dogs used to sleep on thatch roofs.
And during heavy rain, they would wash off and fall into the street.
It's completely false. Thatch roofs are water resistant and heavily slanted.
An animal would never sleep up there in a storm. They would go inside.
Exactly. It's a fun story, but it's just a myth.
We have covered so much ground today. And as we wrap up this relaxing deep dive, I want to mention our VocalVibe audio source.
Oh, the one featuring the English coaches, Sarah and Mark.
Yes, the way their recording ends just perfectly captures the tone we want for you today.
It's a lovely ending.
They have this beautiful chat about the sunny weather and a light breeze, and then they come to a happy agreement.
They decide to just finish their recording, step outside, and have a beautiful picnic in the park together.
I just love that.
It is such a warm, happy idea, and we really encourage you to embrace that light, airy feeling of a beautiful day wherever you are.
So we'd love for you to take a moment and just look out your own window right now.
What is the weather like today where you are?
Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Or is it blustery?
Whatever it is, you now have the words to describe it.
You do. And we want to leave you with one final thought.
A bit of a provocative thought to take with you.
As global weather patterns continue to shift, giving us those extreme surprises like snow in Florida and sun in Manchester. Will our everyday language have to evolve too?
It's a fascinating question. Hundreds of years from now, will people still look up and say it's raining cats and dogs?
Or will entirely new idioms be born to describe the changing skies above us?
Time will tell.
Thank you so much for joining us on this gentle journey today. Keep looking up.